We have heard the term raves a lot lately in the news. Albuquerque Mayor Martin Chavez wants to put serious restrictions on them and in fact wants to close down Club 7 in part because of them. But what are they and how concerned should parents be? Joining us now is Sergeant Mark Kamatz from the Bernalillo County Sheriff's Department. Sergeant, thanks so much for being with us. Very first question, what is a rave?
Well, as we've been learning about this all summer, I think a lot of the definitions depend on who you talk to. As the investigations we've done have kind of come to light, we've had a lot of arguments with people saying, well, it's not a rave, it's not illegal. We didn't do anything illegal. So I think one of the first things is to kind of define it. And from these kids we've talked to, both at indoor and outdoor raves, it seems to be a certain party and a certain dance environment, regardless of the legality. I mean, they're not saying it's an illegal event, so it's more exciting, let's call it a rave.
Right.
It's a certain dance, a certain party event, with the way they dress, with the light shows, the glow sticks and light shows, the type of music.
And so the problem comes in when drugs, you intermix the drugs and the alcohol in with these.
Absolutely.
And how big of a problem is that in the metro area?
Any parties you go to are going to have a certain combination of drugs and alcohol. I mean, just playing the percentages, you get enough people together, there's going to be drugs and alcohol that go with them. The biggest problem, though, is with these raves, with this certain party environment, that it's the type of drugs you draw. It's not the conventional drugs that you tend to see at parties, for instance, marijuana, cocaine, methamphetamine, that have been sort of a traditional component of larger parties.
And again, now there are raves out there that may be perfectly fine.
Absolutely. How
do parents know? When a kid says, I'm going to a rave, or they hear through the grapevine that there's a rave, how should they deal with it? Well,
I recommend to any parent to know your kids' friends, to know their friends' parents, and be actively involved in what your kids are doing. I mean, a good test might be, well, fine, I'll go with you and see what it's all about. You know, and when I'm comfortable that it's something that I'm okay with you being there, then I'll go home. I'll pick you up later. Because if your kids are going to be hiding something from you, they're sure not going to want mom and dad to go and see what it is they're doing.
Right. And they can be held at clubs, or they can be held outdoors like the old-fashioned kegger or that sort of thing. And there are promoters involved in these oftentimes.
There are.
People are making money.
Right. Right. Because anymore they want the lights, they want the music, they want everything they could get at a nightclub, but they're going to move it outdoors. So if somebody's paying for the electricity, somebody's paying for the music and the
DJ
site,
or whatever,
they're going to have to charge, and somebody's going to have to pay for it.
And a lot of times one of the concerns is the fact that you have older adults mixed with younger kids.
Absolutely. It's not a good combination.
Not a good combination. Well, Sergeant Kamatz, thank you so much for being with us today and enlightening this on a lot of us parents out here. Thanks so much.
Glad to